dear learners of class 10th English Literature First Flight. This is the third chapter of First Flight. The title of this is True Stories About Flying, and we are resuming the first part, his first flight, that is written by Liam O'Flaherty. In previous lecture, you went through the first paragraph in which you came to know that there was a young seagull and it was very timid. And his parents were trying to make him understand that he should come out of his fear and learn how to fly. Now in this paragraph, you will come to know about the further story. Let's begin. That was 24 hours ago. Since then, nobody had come near him. Now you just try to relate this incident, what happened 24 hours ago. I would like to make you recall his parents left the young seagull because he was not trying to learn how to fly in the sky. So they wanted to teach him a lesson and they wanted to make him realize, so they left them. And it was 24 hours ago. Since then, nobody had come near him. None of the family members came to him. The day before, all day long, he had watched his parents flying about with his brothers and sisters. Means, in the previous day, he continued to watch his parents flying in the sky. His brothers and his sisters were also flying with them. And his brothers and sisters were perfecting themselves in the art of flight, and his parents were teaching them how to perfect in flying, and his parents were trying to teach them how to skim the waves and how to dive for fish. And the parents were trying to make his two brothers and a sister understand how they could skim in the air and water, and how they deal with the air, and how to fly properly, and how to dive to catch a fish. He had in fact seen his elder brother catch his first herring, and for the first time he saw that his elder brother had learned how to catch a herring. Herring is a special type of fish. You can see here in the illustration, a soft-finned sea fish. It is one of the species of the fish. His elder brother now had learned how to catch a fish and how to devour it. Now let's see. Devour means, what do you mean by devour? Devour means eat greedily. Eat greedily means suppose you are very hungry and you take your favorite food, your favorite meal, or your favorite junk food or anything, whatever you like, and you start eating with both the hands, and you spoil your mouth and you just keep on eating, and you eat lavishly without caring you. That is called devour. Okay. Standing on the rock while his parents circled around, raising a proud cackle. Raising means creating, proud means a matter of honor, cackle means sound of the birds, circled around means roaming about, flying about nearby the elder brother. Now the mean to say is, when his elder brother had caught the fish, his parents tried to come to his elder brother and wanted to cheer his first prey, wanted to appreciate his first action of prey, because his elder brother killed a fish and was eating on his own. And it was a matter of pride for the parents, because they were trying to make him learn the thing that he had done. And all the morning the whole family had walked about on the big plateau, and he continued to see his whole family roaming about the plateau. They were flying and enjoying opposite cliff. Opposite cliff means there were two cliffs. On the first one was called ledge, on which this baby seagull was sitting, and in front of him on the opposite side there was a cliff, and between these two cliffs there was a gap where his parents along with his brothers and sister were taunting him. Taunting means they were making a joke of him. They were laughing at him because he was very coward, him with his cowardice. Now you came to know these were the activities of his family. These activities are defined when they were flying. This is the title of this paragraph too. I have entitled this paragraph too because this title will make you recall the whole related story to your mind. Now let's come to the paragraph number 3. What does paragraph number 3 say? The sun was now ascending in the sky. As it was morning, the sun was rising in the sky, blazing on his ledge. Blazing means creating heat, showering heat on his ledge that faced the south. It means his ledge was facing to the south and he was feeling heat of the sun as the day was rising. He felt the heat because he had not eaten since the previous nightfall. Previous means last, nightfall means you can say evening, when darkness began to fall. Now he was feeling very weak because he was without food. So he was feeling the heat of the sun a lot. Now this is the end of this third paragraph and the title is Blazing Sun. When you come to know the blazing sun and when you make the note making of this chapter, then blazing sun will make you remind what was the effect of the blazing sun on the ledge and on the young seagull. Now let's begin paragraph number 4. He stepped slowly out to the brink of the ledge as he was willing to learn how to fly it, but his fearful nature was restricting him. Even then he tried slowly to the margin of the ledge and standing on one leg with the other leg hidden under his wing. If you ever come across a bird that was standing on the bank of the river or on the shore of the ocean, that bird generally keeps one leg out and keeps one leg hidden in his wings, and this was the condition of this young seagull. He closed one eye and then the other, means he was repeatedly opening and closing each of his eyes and pretended to be falling asleep. And pretended to be falling asleep means he was showing that he was sleeping, but actually he was not. What does this line suggest? This line suggests that he was trying to cheat his parents. He was trying to show his parents that he was very cool and satisfied. He had no problems and he is sleeping, but actually he was making an excuse only. Still they took no notice of him, and this is the answer of this reaction. What do you mean by this? If this line is given to you in your question paper, what do you understand by this line? Then you will say parents know everything and they know when their child show falsely, when their child excuse or pretend to do something. So they took no notice of him because they knew that his baby was showing everything false. He was not sleeping at all. He saw his two brothers and his sister lying on the plateau, dozing with their heads. And he observed that his two brothers and his sister were taking a light sleep. And you can see the body language and the gestures of their body. It is very important here. They were dozing, their head sunk into their necks. It was their body language and gesture. Means, have you ever observed when a bird tries to sleep, he bends his neck and hides his head into the wings and sleep. So was with these birds. His father was preening the feathers on his white back. Preening means decorating. Preening means making an effort to maintain feathers. Means he was decorating and cleaning his white feathers. Sometimes you come across a bird in especially winter season, when in the warm sunshine they spread their wings and with the help of their beak they clean them. That is called preening, and so was being done by his father. Only his mother was looking at him, means because mother is mother and she can't be so careless as father. So she was looking at him. Looking at means concentrating him. She was constantly noticing him. Him means young seagull. She was standing on the little high hump, and the mother was standing on the height of the plateau. Her white breast thrust forward. It was the third body language. It was the third gesture of the birds. When they are in lazy mood, they spread their wings, that is below their neck, forward. Now and again means again and again. She tore a piece of fish that lay at her feet. She was tearing, she was cutting a fish into pieces, and was spreading them to their feet. Then scraped each side of her beak on the rock, and she was rubbing her beak on the rock from side to side. The sight of the food maddened his beak. Maddened him. Him means the young seagull. Suppose you are hungry and you have no food, but when you saw somebody eat food, then you feel that you just go and snatch the food. Such was the condition of the baby bird there. How he loved to tear food that way. It means he was thinking that he loved a lot to do this, scraping the beak now and again to whet it. You know what is the meaning of whet? Whet means to sharpen something. Just you have a knife and it becomes base, and you begin to rub on the stone and it becomes sharp. In the same way, he was rubbing his beak on the ledge, and it shows that he was hungry and he needs food. Now student, that's all in this paragraph. You please write all the words underlined here so that you may give a proper answer. For the paragraph 5, you will have to continue to watch these lectures, and we will give this lecture in next video. And one more thing is there. Your title of this paragraph 4 will be the activities of the family while taking rest, and the title of this paragraph was activities while flying, and now while taking rest. This is the difference, and in this way you will come to know what was the activities while taking rest. I hope this paragraph will be clear to you all. Thanks for being with us. Thanks a lot. Keep on watching ORSC classes of English language. Thanks a lot.